So once more, I'm heading down to see Miss King.
This is a world.
This is a world premiere.
This is a world.
So the last time I was with her, we talked a lot about where she was, the fact that she's really trying hard. She was she'd made some progress. She was working on getting eating chicken out of her diet. She talked about the fact that she was eating fish as well. So I'm trying to decide if I want to bring that up today, or if maybe it might be better to kind of just, you know, keep it in baby steps. But one of you guys had suggested, I think maybe it was Pam Patch, who had suggested that I maybe talk a little bit about the definition of veganism. So I thought maybe today would be a good day to just bring up the definition of veganism and just see, you know, what kind of conversation that starts. I don't know. I hope I don't screw things up anyway, but I'm here now, so. Hello. I think people loved it so much the last time. I felt like maybe this is how we'll start every time. Hello.
Where's Ethan? He didn't come.
No, Ethan is here on Tuesdays, but so it's not cold out today. So do you want to walk me through the snacks you've got? So you're going to Mexico.
Yes.
And you've prepared, these are the snacks that you prepared to take with you. So you've got walnuts. You've got raisins. You've got dried cranberries, and then you've got yourself a bag of mixed nuts. So you're ready for, in terms of not being hungry, not finding yourself on the road with nothing to eat.
Put them in these little bags, and eat them there on the plane and on the beach.
So you read some of the comments. You saw the last episode, and what are your thoughts?
First of all, I want to thank everybody for being so supportive. Everything, like they told me about the spinach, I now put a good amount of spinach into my smoothies. It keeps me from being hungry.
Okay.
So I really like that, even though I don't like that brownish color. You know, I have a thing about the color. The color
what are you putting in? So you've got.
I'm still doing the strawberries, bananas, and pineapple, and whatever passion fruits. But I am getting over the brown looking color.
Well, the color. You know what's interesting is, maybe because the pineapple and the banana have such a strong flavor already, maybe when you do your green smoothies, you don't want to put something red in there because that's how you're going to get brown.
Okay.
Maybe when you're having your green smoothies, you can just keep it to those yellows, because then it'll be a really I was telling somebody, you could call it your shamrock shake.
Okay.
You remember the shamrock shake?
Yes.
Do they still make the shamrock shake?
I think they do.
Well, you won't be drinking any more shamrock shakes, but you'll have your own version.
Yeah.
That'll be tasty.
Okay.
And who knows, you can maybe even put a little bit of, because what was it? Was it slightly mint flavored? I don't remember.
No. Okay. I just use agave to give it just a little sweetness. Because I like the sweetness. But you know, I said it was so nice of people to help me out, because we all need help. And I'm going to say this, that the millennials, they are slowly working on us old folks. So I want to encourage them, even though we're old and a little bit stubborn, I want you to keep pressing vegan eating. We may not get totally there, but we need to come off of what we've been eating.
Okay, so what have you said about vegans?
Oh, I've talked about how you all eat like birds, that you know, I just never thought that you all had it all up here. I mean, who would want to be a vegan, you know? But I'm gonna say this, I have to admit, I'm starting to feel better. We know this. We know that though that meat is not good for us. So when you are a survivor of cancer, and I'm a 2-time survivor, you need to try something different. The way you've been living, maybe that's not the way that you should live. I have no more stress. For the first time in my life, I take care of Joanne. When my husband comes home and he's had a bad day, that's his bad day. I don't let that bother Joanne. My greatest accomplishment was taking care of both my mother and my father until they died. That's my accomplishments. So I feel good about that. Yes, I taught for 34.2 years. That is also wonderful. But I know that I can do more. I feel that I'm going to live longer, and I have time to serve my community more. I am not through. So that's why through our theater group and with me writing, which is another way of me teaching. So that's what's most important to me now. So I've been doing an awful lot of reading, because the more I read, the better that I am. And writing. And this vegan thing it's probably going to be the best thing for me.
They just said, Joanne, go vegan.
Yeah, they didn't tell me everything. And I did have questions. What was the difference between a vegetarian and a vegan?
Well, that's perfect, because that leads us right into the discussion of the definition, which connects to the last point that I was sharing with you. Veganism is defined by the Vegan Society as a way of living which seeks to exclude, as far as possible or practicable, all forms of exploitation of and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose.
Well, we have a problem here. Now, you know that a sister my age that we do have furs.
So you have furs.
But I won't buy no more of them.
Well, see, here's another thing too. And I don't want you to, because like I'm going to be honest, like people are going to see here, I'm wearing a wool sweater, which was, based on the exploitation of animals. I bought this, oh my goodness, 20 years ago. So the items of clothing that we have, the things that we have that are made out of leather, there's so many things in our lives that are made from animal products. And often because the byproducts of, these other, animal commodities into the food industry, the leather industry subsidizes the beef industry, which we don't pay the real cost of animal products, right? That those are all subsidized by the government. Yeah. But they won't subsidize our vegetables. They won't subsidize the foods that
they don't subsidize a lot of farmers. They don't. And the farmers, especially the black farmers, they are going broke. They don't want to subsidize them. And that's sad.
So the last time that we were together, you were talking about getting off chicken. Yes,
that's my something that I am working on.
Okay.
I'm doing better.
Okay.
And it's really easy. Just stay away from people when they're cooking chicken. And when you're shopping or you're out there and you happen to smell it, say that's okay, because I love the smell of fried chicken. You just can't eat it. Now, my husband the other day did bring some Kentucky Fried Chicken home, and I did have a drumstick. I do admit that. But something that I realized, I would say to myself, Joanne, are you hungry or are you thirsty? And a lot of times, I'm not really hungry. I'm thirsty. So therefore, I drink some water. I'll drink some tea, some Gatorade too, and that's fine. I don't have to. I'm not as hungry as I thought I was. I think we eat because the food's there. And, they show us the pictures of it and all that.
And there's all these emotional things, right?
Oh, yeah. You turn on the TV and all you see is all this food.
And also, you talk about the aroma of the food. And I remember when Ethan was at this point in becoming vegan, he talked about chicken, and he talked about like particularly honey barbecue chicken. And, you know, and so one of the first things I said was, well, you know, if I came in here with a plate of raw chicken, would that be appetizing to you?
No.
You know, but if I came with some barbecue sauce, or I came with, you know, the flavor, the things that flavor the food that we eat, is it those things that we're craving, or is it, you know, this base that when you think about it, you wouldn't eat that. You wouldn't go anywhere near that. If you saw a dead chicken in the middle of the road, would you start saddling?
You would say, and walk off. So it's the smell.
So how can we get those aromas and flavors happening in the foods that are plant-based? All right, so we covered a lot of material today.
Yes, we did.
Joanne's still on her journey to become veganism. Such a long way to go, but such a long way that you've come already, and already starting to think about ways to just be able to deal with some of the particular challenges that she has. And like, again, as I said before, I am super proud of you
thank you
for being on this journey. So that's it for this video. Like it if you like it, share it, comment, subscribe. This is Reg and
Joanne
signing off. Love yourselves.
Peace.
And I love myself. The world is a ghetto with big guns and dick inside. I love myself, but it can